What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Loop Community Podcast, where we're passionate about providing you with quality and affordable resources to help your band sound great, but most of all, to help you sound like you. I'm here with my co-host, Derek. How's it going, Derek?
It's going great, Matt.
Derek, I've been thinking about this idea about excellence and how people rate excellence and what is excellence really? Like, how do you even judge that? Mm-hmm. So my question is there ever been anything in your life where you've wanted to be excellent at something? However you defined excellence. Mm-hmm. You wanted to be excellent at it, and maybe you worked hard towards it, but you never really made it to the level that you wanted to?
Yeah. Probably the biggest thing would be sports. I started playing basketball on a team when I was 8 and played it all through the start of high school. And
did you watch sports with your dad growing up, or?
All the time.
Okay.
Basketball is right up there with football as far as watching, but basketball has always been my favorite to play. I always had my favorite players and would practice in the driveway with my dad, and then like practice with my team and go to and put a lot of hours in like playing basketball, and would play with friends for fun and other sports too. But basketball was always the main one, and I always, you're 8 years old. You think, well, I can get to the NBA, but really you probably should have been good by the time you were 2 if you really wanted to get to the NBA. But I still wanted to be excellent at
So you always wanted to be like maybe like a famous basketball player?
Yeah, or even just like playing college. Like maybe I don't need to be pro, but if I could get like a full ride scholarship, that'd be pretty cool, or something like that. But when you don't hit 5 feet tall by 9th grade, that doesn't really go as planned. That was maybe the biggest thing. Was I took a long time to grow, but also just the speed wasn't there, and probably, if I'm thinking about it, like the real dedication may not have been there, although I thought I was trying really hard and putting a lot of effort in, and I was. Still, to be at a level of excellence in sports, it has to be like extreme dedication,
like extreme excellence.
And so that was always something I wanted to do. I played tennis in high school. For most of high school, I always thought that would be something that I could be excellent at, and it never quite got there.
What was the moment like for you when you kind of realized, I'm never going to be an NBA player?
When I was in 7th grade, I played an entire season, and I started every game, and I did not score a basket in 7th grade. So I was like, yep, not going to happen. I was just really small and slow, and I was like, I'd be the captain of sports teams because of like a leadership perspective, but it was never because of athletic ability. Wow. And I would say I still love playing basketball, and I still would never say I'm like bad. I got better after 7th grade, but I've never been excellent at it. What about you? What's something that you've wanted to be excellent at but haven't quite got there in your eyes? Right.
Yeah. I think honestly for me, I think of songwriting. I think I've always wanted to write songs. And at one point I thought, I'm going to be writing songs that the church is going to sing like all around the world. And like, these are going to be, excellent songs.
Yeah.
And while I've written hundreds of songs, I don't know if I could honestly say that any of them are excellent. So it's like, they're like good. Like I can write a good song.
Right.
Like I know I'm not like bad at songwriting, but
you're not.
So I can write a good song, but it's not excellent.
Yeah. And
it's something that I've worked on, and I don't know, probably if I had more time, I could get closer to that. But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, you either have it or you don't, possibly. Yeah. I don't know. But that's an example for sure in my life where I never really was able to hit the level of songwriting that I wanted to.
Yeah.
And that kind of is an interesting thing to deal with when you're like, well, didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But this interview with Keith, we kind of talk about, well, how are you defining excellence?
Right.
And that it can be subjective. And so this is a really interesting interview that we'll dive right into now. Here's my interview with Keith Everett Smith.